Hey everyone, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Crusader Kings 3. Here today on the channel, we're going to be starting a brand new campaign series as House Lannister on the War of the Five Kings scenario. We're going to be playing as Lord Tywin Lannister, and in this series, we're going to be supporting my grandson Joffrey and trying to spread Lannister power. So, let's get stuck into it. So, like, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. Let me know in the comments, feedback and suggestions, of course. So we're playing as Lord Tywin, 57. We're currently at war with Robert Baratheon, declaring his independence against our grandson. He wants to see himself upon the Iron Throne. And then we've got Robb Stark wanting to be king in the north. So Tywin is 57. We want to try and get him married off as quickly as possible. Jaime is currently imprisoned. Tyrion is our heir, but we might look to maybe send him to the Wall. And Cersei is currently Queen Regent. Here are Tywin's traits at 57. And here is the Lannister family tree. We've got my brother Kevin and his children. And then my sister Gianna, or Jenna. We've also got Marcella, Tommen, and Joffrey, the sons and daughter of Jaime and Cersei Lannister. So we're going to be supporting Joffrey's claim to the Iron Throne. We're going to go with the mother of the Faith of the Seven to be our patron, so we can get the 5% fertility, as we do need new claimants to the Rock. We're going to go down the stewardship lifestyle, as we're sitting at 34. As Tywin's not probably going to be commanding too much in his older years. Okay, so let's get Tywin married off. Now, there's a fair few options here. We might be better off marrying Lyanna Lannister, potentially. Lannisters aren't opposed overly too much to, well, marrying their cousins. So it's the daughter of Stefford. So if we expand this, we'll see the Lannisters of Lannisport. So this is my cousin. And I believe, as you can see, Tywin's parents and grandparents there, it's a little bit shorter, as his grandparents were quite close cousins. So Tywin is going to marry Stefford Lannister's daughter. And hopefully we can have some new claimants to the Rock, as Tyrion is, well, a dwarf, and Jaime has joined the Kingsguard and can't leave, and Cersei currently sits on the Iron Throne. So Joffrey's pretty up there as a claimant. Alright, so let's have a quick look at Lord Tywin at 57. We do need to appoint our council as well. But basically, we want to support Joff. Okay, so we got some Frey prisoners, so let's try and ransom them. We've also got some Serwins as well. Let's try and make a little bit of money back. We've got Harren Karstark as well. Let's ransom him. He's not too notably important of a character. So here is the Lannister throne room. So, as the oldest son of Titus Lannister, Tywin grew up witnessing his father's weak leadership, which led to the decline of House Lannister. The Lannisters were mocked by the other noble houses in Tywin's childhood, and determined to restore the Lannisters' power and prestige, Tywin took decisive action when he came of age. He ruthlessly crushed a rebellion by House Rayne of Castamere and House Tarbeck, two vassals who defied Lannister authority. That's where the song The Rains of Castamere came from. Tywin also served as Hand of the King to Aerys. However, his relationship with Aerys soured over time due to the king's paranoia and jealousy. Aerys even humiliated Tywin by naming his son Jaime to the Kingsguard, preventing him to become Tywin's heir. Oh, this is really cool. We can set out on an expedition to try to achieve Bright Roar, which was the ancient Valyrian steel sword of House Lannister. Is it Red Wine or Red Wayne? Anyway, House Harlaw has Castamere's one. People forget, but when Robert's rebellion broke out, Tywin initially stayed neutral, but as the tide turned against the Targaryens, Tywin marched his forces to King's Landing and sacked the city to secure Robert Baratheon's victory. Then positioned his daughter Cersei to marry the new king. So at the outsetting of Game of Thrones, the Lannisters are very much in power in the post-Targaryen era. along with the Baratheons. Just setting up our knights and accolades here. Gregor Clegane, the mountain that rides. We could marry him potentially to... maybe one of my cousins? Could you imagine Lannisters the size of the mountain? With golden locks of hair? With like Jaime's sword skills? I'm nearly tempted to do so just to see the Clegane Lannister line as Tywin's father, gave the Kennel Master a lordship after rescuing him. Okay, so let's have a look. So we're loyal to the Iron Throne. Mace Tyrell has declared himself King of the Reach. Doran still seems neutral. Renly holds the Stormlands. King Joff sits the Iron Throne. Still betrothed to Sansa Stark. Stannis has declared his independence. Robert Arryn and the Tullys are neutral for now. Alright, let's raise the banners and the Lannister army. We need to go over and help Joff as quickly as possible. Wait, so apparently the North has somehow made a peace treaty with Joff? Okay. That's annoying. So it looks like they're independent for now. So it looks like we're just focusing on Stannis. But Mace Tyrell has declared himself King of the Reach. It's just a little bit surprising. A new kingdom. I, Mace Tyrell, declare my independence. Okay. I guess using the leverage. Okay, we weren't successful. Well, we're using the leverage with Renly, I suppose. Alright, so we're going to be able to accumulate just shy of nearly 30,000. Should we get Lord Philip or should we get the Mountain of Philip of House Plum? We'll get him to go. Tywin's just a little bit too old these days to really command the military forces. Alright, let's quickly get over to King's Landing as quickly as possible to try and stop Stannis. Okay, so Kevin has persuaded Edmure Tully to see me in a new light, so we're going to get some better quality relations with him. That's really good. So we're going to push to Massey's Hook, and we might be able to intercept some Crownland pretenders here. So it looks like Tywin's going to be able to get the steward position on the small council. That's okay. Alright, let's try and take Stone Dance here. Now, we can assault, which we use our men, which is unfortunate, but we will have access to just our men. We don't have access to dragons, essentially. Right, let's move to Dragonstone and try and siege it out. Secret has been exposed. Lancel has had a child with Cersei. That's unfortunate. And that's come out. There's not really too much we can do when she's in King's Landing. Recovered Bright Roar. Oh, nice. Nope. No, we failed. Time on. Oh, I thought it said. Anyway, we've won here against Stannis. But it's really up to Joff what he wants to do with him. Okay, so we've managed to bring back the Stormlands potentially. And maybe Stannis. We'll pay this ransom and we'll see how the War of the Five Kings continues to progress. Okay, Joff has declared war upon Lord John of Ferring. I think that's that house. The Greyjoys want an alliance with Tywin Lannister. No, I don't want to give the Greyjoys any claim to Westerland territory because he's probably going to declare his independence at some point. The Kraken. Alright, so Tyrion is currently the heir. Is there anything we can do? We can force that. That would stop him producing heirs. Could send him to the Citadel. Could make him take over. I nearly would want to send him to the Wall if I could. I want someone else to become his heir. So we're going to imprison Tyrion. And so what can we do now? We can just straight up get rid of him. So he won't go to the Citadel. Essentially, we want to banish him. So he has the choice. No. Let's try and negotiate his release. So we could banish him to Essos, and then he could come back. We can make him take a vow. If we could send him to the Wall, that would be ideal. So Banish him from Westeros. Make him take a vow. So he will accept becoming a Septon, which will allow him not to marry. We could force him to do that. No, we don't want to employ him as a... No, that. Gain a hook, no. Yeah, so he's not going to accept going to the wall. And then Podrick Payne won't go with him. Ideally, that's what I want to do. Send him to the wall. Well, maybe we come as a... Yeah, I should be able to just straight up send him to the wall. Alright, we'll make him take a vow. So he's going to become a Septon. I suppose. But he will accept that. So, he doesn't want to be sent to the wall. He doesn't want to be sent to the Citadel. He will accept becoming a Septon. So, now we have a new heir. So, Cersei will be our next playable character if the unfortunate happens to Tywin. I think that's what I prefer. We can't make him take his vows just yet. But now he is a Septon and will not marry. Okay, so Lancel married. We probably could get Willem. The thing is, I think we should go through and try and get Kevin's children married off. The AI tends to make just really bad choices. So maybe we marry Willem Lannister to Marcella Baratheon. Keeping the Lannister line pure and secure. We're going very Targaryen at the moment. Joy Hill to Devon Lannister. That's probably not a bad idea. And then we've got Jenna Lannister's Frey children. People forget that, like, they kind of don't really talk about it in the show, but there's this massive alliance with the Freys and the Lannisters. So I guess in the books it was a little bit more obvious. I'm not too sure if I like the change from Jane Westerling to whatever her name was in the show. I kind of preferred that. In the books, the Jane Westerling plotline, marrying her to preserve her honor. Okay, Alton's in prison. So let's get these other Lannisters married off. I don't know. I actually think the show went downhill. Season 3. There's a couple good, like, one-off episodes cinematically. The Battle of the Bastards, yeah. Visually cool, but yeah, apart from that, wasn't overly happy about the direction I've got. Okay, so let's develop the capital more so. We've just got such an abundance of money because of his stewardship. Alright, let's move over and help Joff. But we also want to try and make plans and preparations to go against Mace, I guess. Can't declare war upon Renly. Can't declare war upon Stannis. We obviously want to try and extend our realm and domain. At the moment, our grandson Joff sits the Iron Throne, still betrothed to Sansa, which I'm surprised he hasn't broken. We are using bookmarks as well on the the Dragon update, so there still might be some bugs here and there. So I don't know why Mace declared his independence. So we'll try and go canon-wise as best as we can, but CK3, anything can happen. I kind of don't want Tywin's line to end. I think he should remarry and have another heir, because the Lannister line pretty much all but dies out, essentially. But when did Game of Thrones go down for you guys? Let me know in the comments. I started reading the books, what, halfway through the first season? I finished it before season 2 came out. But anyway, what is this? Tywin's had twins. This is fantastic. Okay, let's name one Jane and the other one Gerald. I do quite like that Jaime and Cersei were twins, and now Tywin's had twins. Even in House of the Dragon, there's twins. I think, like, genetically, when there's twins in a family, there's, like, more of their descendants are likely to have twins. Okay, so we have a question of succession. No, I think Gerald should be our son and heir. So, Jane and Gerald Lannister. I could have named him after his father, but I think Gerald Lannister the first King of the Rock, the founder of House Lannister, is probably a better fitting name. As we're helping Joff bring in some of the Rebel Stormlanders. We also might try and encroach on some of that Reach territory. If I could start chipping away at Riverland or Reach vassals, that would be ideal. But it just largely depends, as we're not Regent, we're playing as, well, an independent Westerland, really. Maybe in the future, after Tywin's death, if Gerald is king or lord, maybe we can get him to declare his independence. The Warden of the West. Who knows? We might play a couple generations with the Lannisters. We'll just have to see how we go. Anything can happen. Okay, so search for a wet nurse. That's probably not a bad idea. Because we just need more children, I think. Because essentially, Cersei's been married off. Jaime's joined the Kingsguard. And Tyrion has been disinherited. So, at the moment, Tywin only has Jane and Gerald as his two children, essentially. So, maybe we need to get some illegitimate children. At the end of the day, Tywin is a hypocrite. So, maybe seducing Sylvia is probably not a bad idea. To get some more Lannisters of the hills. We can invite other claimants as well. It's probably not a bad idea. To see if there's any other people's claims we can press. Annoying company. Tyrion and Tywin in a bathhouse together. Of course Tyrion embarrasses him. You're lucky we didn't send you to the wall. We're definitely going to force that on him now, though, because he made fun of me. Alright, let's continue to become friends with Sailor. Oh, here we go. A realm at war. Lord Renly has risen up against Joffrey, marrying Marjorie. They have a child, Malcolm Baratheon. So, we could raise in rebellion. No, we're going to back Joffrey. Jaime and Cersei's son. Because a Lannister, for all intensive purposes, sits the Iron Throne. Oh, nice. There's been another child of my dynasty, of the House Lannisport line. Sir Reginald. So, let's just get those married off. It's fine. More Lannister twins. Exciting. Alright, so this is going to be massive. Wait, the Tullys are going to help us. Oh, wow. Maybe it's because we befriended them? I'm not entirely sure. So, looks like we're at war with the Tyrell Baratheon alliance. King Mace. Look at him, dripped out. House Tyrell, a relatively new house in Westeros history, being Lord Paramount of the Reach. House Gardner, now extinct. Same with the Tullys as well. But the Tullys, Lord Edmure, 28. Primary heir Catelyn. Rob is staying neutral for now. Looks like the Vale might be coming in. So she... Oh, okay. So in this alternative timeline, Rob has actually stayed and married the Frey girl. Interesting. So, we do have a connection there. It's nearly like the Stark... Although the Starks are independent, they've declared themselves kings in the north. They've married to the Freys. And they've also kept the marriage alliance between Joff and Sansa. Anyway, let's move to King's Landing. Because we can't afford for my grandchildren to get captured. So the Tullys are going to come here and help. That's a really good sign, actually. So Edmure is commanding the Tully forces. And we're about to have 90,000 Lannister Baratheons of King's Landing. And men of the Riverlands coming to help. So Tywin is going to go straight to Storm's End. And we've also got... maybe we get the Mountain now he's married to the Lannister. Oh, he's had a child with the Lannister girl. Nice. Let's now siege out Storm's End and try and get rid of Renly Baratheon. Daemon has had a child, one of my cousins. Okay, let's continue to persuade her. Nice. We just need as many children with Tywin as we can. We might even be able to seat them on other thrones and legitimize them, because Tywin is quite old as well. He's probably not going to last too much longer, so the more children we can get, the better. More claimants. Alright, so Tywin has commanded Gregor Clegane the Mountain to take Storm's End, and Cersei just keeps on having children. Another child with Lancel. Waters as their... well, they... because they're in King's Landing, I guess, technically. That's a bit weird. If you're from the Crown Lands, you're of the Waters, I guess. Even though they're hills. Looks like the Arryns have come in as well. Surprisingly. And... oh, Tywin has had a illegitimate daughter. So... I will acknowledge her. As Tywin is a hypocrite. He does the same thing as Tyrion quite often. We even saw that in the show. Alright, so he now has 3 children. 2 legitimate, 1 not. Alright, let's continue to focus on the castles while the AI focuses on the army. Nice, another siege 1. Okay, we probably need to go to the Reach now. Okay, there's a fair few there. We're clustering in the Stormlands, so they're very much on the back foot. Maybe we just try and move north. Focus on taking out the settlements. Now we're going to siege Haystack. Let's continue to expand the stewardship lifestyle. Okay, so you're going to come and bend the knee. And victory. So it looks like Joffrey has won and Renly has bent the knee and sworn fealty. Farm, and we have a decision to make. Oh, I guess he betrayed them. Yeah, well, let's just send him to the wall. The Night's Watch always needs more men. Wow, I do quite like the royal court of the Westerlands. The big lion, it's fantastic. Oh, greetings, Lord wait. The Septon has found a claimant for Highgarden? The Lordship of Highgarden. Indeed, it could even... oh, wait, the High Lordship. Oh, okay. Yes, all of Highgarden will be mine. Oh, wow, that's fantastic. Because you can actually make your own claims through the council tree. So maybe we look to do that. Yes, all of Highgarden will be mine. Because that will give us a claim. Because, I guess... the Tyrells still claim their kingship. A little bit weird, but okay. So, Stannis is defeated back at Dragonstone. So, Renly's bent the knee to Joff. Still married. Wait, yeah, so Stannis is still king, technically. I guess it's just up to Joff. Robert Arryn joined in late. I kind of respect that. Alright, let's appoint some council positions. Let's put Kevin, my brother. And Tyrion's up there, but we've disinherited him, so I don't particularly want to keep him involved in Casterly Rock affairs. Okay, so I'm going to invite Cersei back to the Westerlands, as Joff has now come of age. She's had 3 illegitimate children with Lancel Lannister. That's so annoying. Because we don't have control over them. She's just basically giving out claims to the west. Lord Tywin. Oh, so Howland Reed has just told everyone about Jon Snow's true heritage. So, is there anything else we can do here? So she's 38. We can't even seem to marry her off. Okay. So, we could force that. I don't think I'm going to. So Cersei has 6 children now. Alright, so Edmure, 31. We've got an opportunity here because he's not married off. We could betroth him to Tywin's eldest or second eldest daughter now, Jane. But it's going to take quite some time. It's nearly worth doing that. So it's sometimes better ordering betrothals a little bit early on. Gerald, I'm not too sure who we marry him to. So what's happened here? So Marjorie is still married to Renly. They have 2 children. Alice Tyrell, son of Willem. And they're going to accept. That could give us that claim on the Reach permanently. As Garland's daughter. And then we've got Tywin's daughter as well. Dorcas Hill. Maybe marry her to Renly's son. Renly and Marjorie's son. Because we're going to try and play generationally. And see how we go. Still try and keep a Lannister on the Iron Throne. For all intents and purposes, we're playing that Tywin knows, essentially. But it's a bit of a farce around Westeros. And we'll try and plant Lannisters on the thrones around Westeros. Maybe the Riverlands. Maybe the Stormlands. And the, I don't know, Dornish seat, if we can. Okay, so Tommen, we could probably marry to as well. Jaime and Cersei's son. To a Lannisport Lannister. But so far, keeping pretty good relations overall. It's a weird period because in this alternative timeline, Rob stayed with the Freys. He's still king in the north. Edmure likes Tywin and is married or betrothed to his daughter. And we're just marrying off his other cousins. Joff sits the Iron Throne. Stannis has been pushed back. Renly hasn't been taken out by Stannis and has bent the knee. But Mace Tyrell declares his independence as King of the Reach. What a time to be alive. So, married to the Hightower Queen. So we can actually push our claims. Ooh, that's going to be muddied. So, Edmure and Renly could come in. Alright, let's declare war upon Mace Tyrell. And we're going to try and seize the High Lordship of Highgarden that one of our maesters managed to find a claim and a scroll to. Renly actually will back us if we pay him a bribe. Because I guess we're bringing down Marjorie. No, yeah, we're helping Marjorie's claim get closer. This is so bizarre. Alright, so Edmure's going to come with us. And same with Renly. Who would have thought? Alright, let's march against the Reach. And luckily we do have those additional reinforcements. We've got Strongball with us. Let's move up. And let's move down. So the Baratheons are coming to help. I guess they didn't finalize their alliance. It's so weird. Or maybe they're just simply supporting us. Okay. So the Stormland army is engaging the Reach. Oh, and the Realm is at war. Wait, what? So Renly has decided to raise his banners for a secondary time. So be it, but he's fighting Tyrells. So now Joff has been caught in to the Baratheon war. Cersei's had another child. And we're about to dispatch the Baratheons there. So now we're at war with them. So maybe they baited us and lied. Okay. So it looks like Renly wants his independence again. But the wars are muddied. Looks like Stannis is helping him out though too. Interesting. Alright, so we're going to continue to focus on the Reach. Because if we can capitulate those, we can take Highgarden and maybe some bordering seats as well. That was in that claim. Joff isn't technically in the Reach army, in the Reach war, but he might be drawn in. But at the moment, the war of the Five Kings is still very much erupting and apparent. We're trying to solidify Joffrey's claim, and he's just won a really good battle there against Stannis Baratheon. The Dornish have still been neutral. Let's move north there with Crakehall. Against King Mace Tyrell. Nice. Good job. We'll give chase. Okay, so we're doing really quite well militarily on the field of battle. Land battles wise, we're winning against the Reachmen. Oh, and we've managed to gain Heartsbane. That's nice. So Tywin can finally have his first Valyrian steel weapon. As we're still constantly trying to seek out and find Raw. So we've got a feud with the Tarleys. Randall Tarley is dead, but we've managed to take their Valyrian steel sword. Which is nice. That's why the Lannisters melted down and wanted ice. Making Whittle's Whaler and Oathkeeper. Because the Lannisters lost their Valyrian steel sword. Cersei's had another illegitimate son. Oh my god. I thought we'd get her away from Lancel Lannister. Okay, still sieging out Highgarden. Only 50 days remaining. Half of Tywin's army is no more. Willem Lannister has now married Marcella Baratheon. Securing the Lannister-Baratheon line. And maybe... Do I give... Yeah, Gregor the command now. Alright, Highgarden has fallen. Do I move to Storm's End now to try and wrap up that war again? The sacking of Lannisport. Oh no, the Greyjoys are starting to raid and reeve. Okay, so Renly has lost for a second time. And Renly is no more. He was taken out by Joff. He had a chance. Okay, so now we can pivot back to the Reach. Oh my god, Joffrey looks like such a Chad. Definitely the spitting image of Jaime and Cersei. Alright, so the Greyjoys are starting to raid us now that we're at war. And let's move maybe back to the Westerlands. So still fighting against Mace, who has about 10k. The Tullys are starting to become a loyal ally. We've managed to imprison the Hightower Queen. Okay. So we're going to go out and siege Grassyfield Keep with Gregor Clegane, who is married to a Lannister now. Looks like Joff is sending the Crownlander force over in the Westerlands. Good. Because we're starting to focus on the cities rather than the land battles. Joff's at war with House Velaryon. There's just so many pop-ups. Some of them are kind of irrelevant. Okay, so we can finally go down this. And we can start Administrator now. We've nearly maxed it out. But Tywin's doing pretty well. In his early 60s now. And he's leading by example. Probably need to go down to Old Town now. That is probably the second biggest settlement we want to try and take. So the siege of the Citadel. Still having to deal with Tyrion. Okay, so I've had another son with my wife. So let's name him Tigert. We'll eventually probably call one Titus. Oh, wait, Joff is just... Oh, Joff got him though. That's annoying. Damn. Oh, well, we've capitulated them. And we've managed to take Highgarden along with 3 other bordering counties as well. Okay, and we've managed to get 3 houses under our control. And Highgarden is occupied by the Lannisters. So, we do have some... Yes, that claim's gone now. Interesting. So we've got some vassal ships to dish out. I could give it to a bunch of my cousins. We still have the Hightower Queen. And we'll try and ransom the rest of the Reachmen there. Like, do we really need Dick and Tarly? No, we can ransom him. Accumulate some gold coins for interest. Let's create some more accolades. And then we'll get that vassal ship down. I could give it to other lords, but maybe I should create some lordships. Because we've got so many Lannisters now and so many cousins. Okay, so let's go with stewardship-wise. Maester Viserys. And so these are all the titles. So we've managed to gobble up some border reach territory, which is nice. He's still king. He's still King Mace. So we've got Leafy Lake, 7 points. Castamere we want to hold. And a couple of them. So the Lordship of Leafy Lake is one we've just acquired. So I could give it to a noble House of Lannister culture. So maybe do that. Maybe just do a bit of both. Because we don't want all of them to be my cousins. But like Lukon Lannister, maybe make a cadet branch. It's probably not a bad idea. And then they're all of my blood. So Devon Lannister, give him a lordship. And then we're going to have loyal Lannisters in the south. So Willem can have his own title. And ideally I want them all to make like big cadet branches. And like change their Lion of Lannister up a bit. Maybe we can have like a blue or a purple. Isn't Osgrey like a lion as well? I can't remember. So Willem Lannister's going to get landed. Daemon Lannister. And then they'll probably have to claim it to the Rock. So still got Castamere. Still got the Tarbeck hold as well. So the Black Lion. Yeah, so a lot of these guys have been landed now, which is nice. We've always had a problem with Westerland bannermen. They always do seem to betray the Lannisters. Happened in Tywin's father's reign, and then we've got some Reachmen further in the south. Let's get a new hand, essentially. Willem will do. Okay, so we still can't declare war upon Mace. Doran Martell sits in Dorne. Joff sits the Iron Throne with Sansa Stark. They have no children. Goes Tommen next. Then Marcella. Renly is no more. Marjorie is 24. We could try and... Oh. Can I invite her to court? No. I could actually try and do something with her. Maybe I do that. Either one of those two. And then we might get a claim for Highgarden? Yeah, maybe I try and... Oh, Romancer isn't that high though. What's the other one? Yeah, this one's a bit better. So maybe I start this scheme. Try and make her really happy. And then bring her back to Casterly Rock. We'll see. I'm just looking at Tywin's kills, jeez. We've got the Tarbecks. And then the Rains as well. Okay, so Stannis still is king in Dragonstone. Robert Arryn rules the Vale, 15, still in a regency. Harold Harding has one eye, looking like Aemond. Edmure the Goldfish, because he's married to Jane. Balon Greyjoy is no king, he's just a lord. And then there's the sons we took out. And then Robb Stark rules the north. I just wish Joff was more demanding about bringing down these kings, if anything. Okay, the cost of war. So, Edmure would like some funds. We're rich as a Lannisters. If we can put a Lannister on the Riverrun seat in the future, that would be ideal. Cersei's had another child. This is getting ridiculous. Okay. So Franklin Tumbleton wants a trial by combat. I could allow a Lannister to step forward. Maybe we just go with Benedict Broom. He's the choice. Here we go, trial by combat. Sir Stefford Footley. Will your champion survive? No. He did not. And looks like we won the trial by combat. Let's pay some of these ransoms continually. But so far, the Westerlands and House Lannister are in a really strong position. Let's continue to become friends with Marjorie, the Petal of the Reach. So, after the death of Renly, it looks like Marjorie needs a new friend. So can we invite her to my court now? We can, so she's going to accept. Maybe it might not be a bad idea to divorce my wife. Go for a third. We could just legitimize any children we do have with Marjorie. Tywin and Marjorie getting married off. Because Gerald isn't of age anywhere near just yet. No, we're going to decline the ransom for his queen. So Gerald is currently married off to Alice Tyrell. He's 8. Maybe I break the betrothal. And now that we've got Marjorie here, maybe I do that. That would be better. Gerald to Marjorie Tyrell. Oh my god, we're gonna... It doesn't really matter which Lannister. Has a child with her, I suppose. Jeez. We're really making things very Targaryen up in here. Uh-oh. Okay, so here is Tywin's line, as we've had some children. So Tyrion and Jaime still irrelevant. Jane is married to Edmure. Gerald is married to Marjorie. Dorcas Hill is married to Renly's son, and Tyget is still yet to be married off. And then some of Cersei's illegitimate children with Lancel Lannister. They're going to be trying married off as well. And then if we expand it even further, we've got Lancel's line, Willem. Okay, so here is Robert's line. So unfortunately, Joff hasn't had any children. Maya Baratheon has had 2 children with a man of House Redfort. Edric Baratheon, Edric Storm, has been legitimized, I think. It doesn't have any children. Marcella has a grandson to Tywin. And Tommen's been married off. Stannis has 2 kids as well. 3 daughters. 2 daughters and a grandson. So Renly at the moment has the only actual line of Baratheons. Oh, okay. So Marjorie's had a daughter. I guess we acknowledge her. She's gonna marry Gerald at one point. Oh my god. So Tywin has had... Oh my god, why did Joffrey imprison her? What? Hey Joff, can you just kinda not do that? I guess... Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. Dear grandfather, we'll accept. Okay, Joff. Listen here, Joffrey. Listen to your grandfather. So I guess we legitimize Marjorie and Tywin's daughter. So then, well, that daughter has a pretty strong claim to the Reach and the Rock. So let's legitimize her. So, Belonia. What? Belonia? Bell. Is now legitimized. Oh no, Kevin died of a broken heart. Oh no. My beloved brother. That's annoying. Let's continue to try and recover Bright Raw. It doesn't matter overly too much, as we do have a Valyrian steel sword now. Properly. Oh, nice. My grandson has been knighted. Tommen Lannister. I wish you could just acknowledge that they're Lannisters, not Baratheons. Okay. We can petition Joffrey to transfer a claim. Maybe we do petition old Joff. Alright. Let's start a fresh travel. A son. Oh! Yeah, well, my wife's not too happy. Willem, is that not too bad? Do I... Actually, do I go like Titus? Maybe go with Titos. Try and reclaim the strength of that name. Okay. So... Petition counter offer. Okay, so it seems like we can negotiate with Joff to try and get a claimant. Or get a vassalship transferred to me. Sure. Whatever. Still hasn't managed to have any children with Sansa Stark. So, we shall see. Maybe, we might need to see Tommen or Marcella at some point. Or combine the... Or maybe we need to marry Marcella to Gerald or something. I don't know. We shall see. Because Tywin is not going to be around forever. Okay, so we've managed to get the High Lordship of Ashmark. And we've petitioned it. So... House Marbrand isn't going to be too happy. But I believe Tywin's mother was a Marbrand. Yes. So we've managed to accumulate that title. The title of Ashmark. Sure. I'm more than happy just to hold that. Same with Castamere and Casterly Rock. Oh, Aegon's invasion. Whoa. Okay. Here we go. Aegon Targaryen, young Griff, the Blackfire, has landed. Jon Snow's parentage has been revealed. Jon Conn's dead. But it looks like the Lannisters and Joffrey have a real test against this Targaryen pretender. Daenerys isn't with him. I'm sure Varys, scheming, maybe even the son of young Griff. Maybe he shaves his head because he's a Targaryen, who knows. Although the Blackfires are technically of Targaryen blood, they are illegitimate. So we shall try and stop young Griff here. Oh, of course the Martells, the Brackens, are supporting him. Interesting. Alright, so we've had 2 battles, 2 wars against Renly, 2 against the Reach, and now Aegon Targaryen of the Targaryens of Essos. So it's a split faction, okay. We have to go deal with him. This is going to be interesting. Joffrey Baratheon, or Joffrey Lannister, son of Jaime and Cersei, as Tywin comes back, has to deal with the Targaryen invasion. Alright, let's rally the Lannister forces and move eastward. Okay. There are a fair few... Wait, is the Reach supporting them? They are too. Jeez. That's a lot of Targs. Alright, let's move eastward. The Tullys are coming to help. House Velaryon is supporting them, but there's a massive battle there. But, oh, Bright Roar has been found. Tyburn, you beauty. So it took us like 3 goes. The Valyrian Steel Sword of House Lannister is back. Tywin reclaims Bright Roar at the ripe old age of 69. Perfect. Alright, let's try and win this battle at Rook's Rest. Nice. As the Lannister and Lannister Crown land forces clash along with House Targaryen and the Golden Company. Perfect. And Jaime is looking after his son, really. Oh, here come the Martells. And they're going to rain a really bad defeat on the Lannister forces at Duskendale. Fitting. But never fear, but the King of the North and the Starks are here as King Robb has come down to help Joff. What an alternative timeline. They all hate the Targaryens coming back. As Sansa is well and truly betrothed and married to Joff. Oh my god, a lot of back and forth here. Whoa, why is that so many days? Oh, maybe you can't capitulate them there. Okay. Maybe we need to focus on those in Duskendale, potentially. House Yornwood and the High Towers. And a lot of the Reach is supporting them. So we can manage to take Strongbow. So, out of like 10 victories, we lost 1 battle. Let's continue to assault the fort. I can't imagine the Targaryens winning this one now. We've got them on the back foot. We have a united 7 kingdoms against the Blackfires coming back. We had 300 years of Targaryens. We're not going to have any more. We've had enough. The 7 kingdoms in the Andal should rule themselves. But Joff is still allowing some kingship independence. Okay. Shouldn't be too much longer now. Just need to take some more territory. So we can't take the landing host, essentially. A lot of bannermen did still support Aegon. Needlewater is a settlement we can try and take. What about down here? Maybe hitting the army again before it rallies up. Might not be a bad idea. Maidenpool. Oh no, that looks like it's allied territory. Oh yeah, it is. What are the Brackens doing? Anyway, the siege of Dunfort. Let's continue to siege that out. We are ripping through men, but because we're making so much money, we can convalesce quite quickly. Mustn't be too much longer now before we throw back Fagon. Oh, we just lost there, though. Far out. That's annoying. Maybe we sit at King's Landing and defend it. Nice, we got him, though. Alright. So he's just been banished to Essos again? Aegon Young Griff, yeah. So Joffrey won. Joffrey seems to be, like, a more stable king. Maybe because Tywin's more alive? I don't know. But at the moment, the Reach and the North still rebel. Yeah. Maybe our... Wait, so John's dead? Oh no, died on the wall. And is that the end of House Targaryen? There's like 1 living member. So Daenerys is no more. Or maybe she doesn't show up for ages. Aegon's dead. And then we got Fagon. Alright, let's try and ransom some of the Fagon supporters. We're getting so much money now. Maybe I need to upgrade my levies. And my Lion Knights. Maybe my trebuchets as well. We won't need to focus on Scorpions because we're playing in the Clash of Kings scenario. Tywin's now 71 though. Single combat. What is this? Sorry, this just popped up. Tyrion tried to steal the Lannister banner, and Tywin is now engaged Tyrion in single combat. Tywin's 70, Tyrion's 40. Tywin has a Valyrian steel sword. Tyrion just has a mace. Okay. Taste my steel, Scallion. We tried to send him to the wall. We had to come to a compromise and forced him to be a maester. Will Tywin finally deal with Tyrion? He won the single combat duel though. What the hell? Where there's smoke, there's fire. And then Tyrion's just going to belittle Tywin. Okay. And just make fun of him. Oh. Maybe I should have forced concept on Cersei as we did with Tyrion. Oh, nice. So Lannister dynasty. So metropolitan. I kind of want to go down like heroic bloodline or something. This is what the Targs did, didn't they? Yeah, let's do that. Let's make the Lannister bloodline renowned. Because you never know. Maybe what, 2, 3, 4 generations. Maybe Tywin's great-great-grandson. Maybe he might want to bring back the Kingdom of the Rock. Who knows how Gerald's relation will be with his nephew? Yeah, it would be. Okay, so can we go after Mace again? Oh, wait, Mace died? Oh, interesting. So Garland is now king, and we can get the lordship of New Grace. So maybe we do that then. Go after the Tyrells again. Continue to chip away at reach independence, because we are making the Westerlands bigger. We still actually hold Highgarden. Edmure's going to be backing us. We're so lucky that we made a friendship with him quite early on. And then we've got these Lannisters here that have overextended. So yeah, 27,000. I think we should just try and make as much territorial conquest as we can, because Tywin isn't going to be around forever. Once you get past 60 in this game, it's going to be difficult, but he's in good health. But he's rebuilt the Lannister forces since the days of his father, and we just want to try and start conquering and put Lannisters everywhere if we can. Marrying to get claims. Okay, so we've got the Tullys to help us out, but the Men of the Reach are still so defiant. And we've managed to capture the Reach banner. That's nice. We'll be able to put that up in Casterly Rock, ideally. Let's try and retake Windgrove in the province of Coldmoat. Nice. Let's engage the Tyrells again. Oh, a prisoner of my own body. Tywin's looking a little bit sick. A vassal wants to come quickly bend the knee. Fighting Garland now. Willem was crippled, but he's no longer the prince. So the capital's not Highgarden anymore, which is pretty good. So it's not like we're going to have to take that massive city every single time. As Tywin has his holiday home in Highgarden. Young and strapping, okay. Oh, wow. House Martell's declared their independence. Let's deal with them. I can't see us putting a Lannister on the Dornish throne. I feel like they probably hate us the most. And it seems like she's got like a Stormlander crown. I don't know why. Is that because she's a Stormlander? A legitimate child born. So Joffrey has been attacked by Doran. Yeah. Although Joffrey is being a relatively good king, the realm is still, well, incredibly unstable. I think just allowing these kingships is the issue. Alright, let's move back down to the Citadel, try and retake it again. I think another queen's been imprisoned. Okay, let's move to Brightwater Keep, the seat of House Florent. Maybe we split the Lannister army up and just try and wrap this up so we can go over and help Joff down in Dorne as best as we can. Stop them rebelling. Most of the Crown land force is actually there. But although the Lannisters hold the Crown lands and the Westerlands... Oh, here we go. Doran Martell got sent to the wall. That's good that Joff did that. So they actually capitulated before this Reach War was done. Yeah. Although the Lannisters hold a lot of power... Yeah. We're still dealing with a lot of rebellions. Alright. Still sieging Brightwater Keep. I'm sure Stannis is not going to be too happy. But ideally, if we could get Edmure to marry Tywin's daughter Jane, they have a child, get rid of Edmure, and then marry Jane's children to Tywin's children again. Or Cersei's children, or Gerald's children. We can put a Lannister on the Riverrun seat. So if we can connect a land bridge from Casterly Rock to Riverrun to Harrenhal to King's Landing, that would be ideal, and we'd be able to dominate half of Westeros. Okay. I reckon that child's probably Tywin's. Oh my god, so even like we're having claims there too. We can actually demand hostages? Yes, we can. I should always do that, I always forget. Yeah, let's demand Princess Alice, who was actually married to Gerald, Tywin's son and heir. Okay, we can't get any more, can we? No, we'll just go with the one. Alright, so another war with the Reach. And another bit of territory. So King Garland, 2 of his daughters have been imprisoned. Yeah, so Alice was married to, or betrothed to Gerald at one point. Okay, cool. Cool beans. Cool beans. Okay, so let's have a quick family tree look. So Tygert, Tywin's second born son. We're ignoring Jaime and Tyrion because they've been disinherited and they're basically dead stops at the moment. Tywin has so many children. A fair few with Marjorie, a fair few legitimate with his Lannister cousin, and then we've got the wet nurse's children as well. So Alice is being taken to Casterly Rock, and we'll try and get her to marry in. So if we can get Garland's children as well, those claims. If we can basically combine the Westerlands and the Reach into one title, that would be ideal. The Westerlet Reach. Oh, okay, so I can't betroth her to anyone just yet. Soon, though. I suppose. Okay, so Joff has finally had some children. A daughter. A son, Prince Joffrey, who's heir to the throne. Looks more Tully. He's had another son as well. And Ariana Martell, married to a Frey. Why are the Freys everywhere? In the north and down in Dorne. That's hilarious. Your nephew as well. Oh, because he's of Lannister blood. I didn't even notice that. So there is going to be the Frey Lannister. Oh god, we're trying to play the Game of Thrones with House Lannister, but the Freys are everywhere. Looks like Joff has taken the Stormland Kingdom because Renly's dead. So Stannis is just like LARPing at Dragonstone, and Rob's still in the north. The Greyjoys, are under the command of Theon. Balon's dead. He's got a bunch of children though. They haven't raided me though since Theon. But here are Cersei's children. And then Gerald is 15 now. Betrothed to Marjorie. She's not looking too good, but he's the future heir of Casterly Rock. Jaime's 50, Tyrion. So Jane is now 15, married to Edmure. Gerald is married off. Tygert still needs to get married. Dorcas is married to Renly. Jeremy Flowers. Okay. So Jaime's now 50. Alright, well, unfortunately on that note, it's probably time to wrap things up here. I've played for over 2 hours here today. Once I edit it down, it's probably going to be an hour. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed episode 1. Stay tuned for episode 2 coming out soon. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this House Lannister run. Tywin is still Lord of Casterly Rock. He's preparing his son Gerald to rule. We're supporting Joff and still trying to put Lannisters on a bunch of the thrones in Westeros and try and get some stability. There's still a bunch of kings, and the war of the kings against Joff is not over. But anyway, like, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest. My name has been Simpzy. Much love from Australia. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.